Sudan is quite a geostrategically important area, right? Its landmass acts as a land bridge that connects the Middle East to Africa. In Sudan, you find a river known as the River Nile, right? And Sudan has a coastline, right, on the Red Sea. Another major feature of Sudan is that it is quite a resource rich country, right? Particularly in gold. Now, all of these geostrategically important features, right, that you find in Sudan makes it a, what can I say, a battleground, right, for regional powers specifically, right? When I speak of regional powers, I am referring to two particular countries that you find in that region, the Greater Middle East, right? It is UAE, right? The United Arab Emirates and Saudi Arabia. So the war in Sudan, right, has a number of levels to it, right? The first one is the domestic local level, right, where you find the two generals actually competing for power, right? General Al-Buhan, right, and General Dagalo, right, vying for power in the country, right? That is the first level. The second level you find is the level which regional players partake in the war, right, and turn it into a proxy war, right? Where now these regional players are vying for dominance, right, particularly in Sudan, to increase their footprint economically and culturally, right, and basically increase their hegemony around the region. Now, when we look at both these countries, right, we look at Saudi Arabia, the capital city is Riyadh, and UAE, in which the capital city is Dubai. Now, when we look at Riyadh and Dubai, right, they are currently going through a massive economic transformation, right, in which both economies are trying to move away from their energy dependence, right? Most of their revenues coming from energy. So they want to diversify this, creating a more diverse economy within their own countries, right? So they want to diversify into other things like green technology, mining, and increasing tourism, right? And what can I say? Other different things that will basically lead the two economies away from energy dependency. So both of them have these transformational economic programs which are focused to be completed around 2030. Now, when you look specifically into the UAE, right, Dubai, the United Arab Emirates, right, it has particularly positioned itself as the economic and business hub of the Middle East, right? Or to be specific, of the GCC countries that you find in the Middle East. Now, it turns out that Riyadh, right, Saudi Arabia, is very jealous and envious of this position, being the economic hub and the business hub of the Middle East, right, particularly the GCC countries. So Saudi Arabia tends to come up with a plan, right? Now, Saudi Arabia, right, in 16 February 2023, stated that if you want to do business with Saudi Arabia, right, you must move your headquarters, main offices, head offices, right, to Riyadh. So, in order for you to be able to gain access to government contracts, right, in every aspect of government contracts, be it water, oil, electricity, sewage, whatever. So, in order for you to do business with Saudi Arabia, you must have your head offices in Saudi Arabia. So this is an attempt of Saudi Arabia trying to, what can I say, challenge the position that UAE has of them being the business and economic hub of GCC countries, right? So it is fundamentally a proxy war in Sudan, right, of these two regional powers who want to create a hegemony around, let's say, diplomatic um, aspects and specifically economic aspects. Now, in regards to the proxy war, right, that the regional forces have attached themselves to, right, it goes like this. UAE supports General Dagalo, right, of the Rapid Support Forces. Saudi Arabia, right, is in support of the current president, right, which is General Buhan.